How's it going, everyone? There is yet another new PlayStation Store sale live right now, the weekend offers sale that is available for PlayStation Plus subscribers. Now, as I'm recording this video, it seems like not all of the deals have gone live, but they are in the process of going live. A lot of them are live, and there's a lot of notable stuff actually on sale, so we'll talk about that. Also, there is a pretty nice deal of the week available right now on some Ubisoft titles, Assassin's Creed games. I'm a sucker for Assassin's Creed, and you've got some AC titles on sale, so we'll talk that in a little bit as well. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys, please like this video and do leave a comment with your thoughts. It really does help out the channel a lot, and it is much appreciated. Well, first of all, we have the weekend offers sale. Some pretty good deals across the board. Cyberpunk 2077 is on sale. Now, I'm looking at this on the PlayStation Store, and I'm not logged in, so how it works is if a game is on PlayStation Plus Premium or Extra, because this is a PS Plus offer sale, you don't get the adjusted price. I don't know. Don't ask me how the PSN Store website works. Obviously, I'm not logged in on the site. I'm logged in on my PlayStation account itself, but it works better and easier to do these videos by looking at the website. You guys get the idea. What they do have is the discounts listed as far as percentage goes, and I will do my best at third grade level math and give you guys those prices. But Cyberpunk 2077, I'm fairly certain it is $30. That's the going price point if you're a Plus subscriber, which is a good price for Cyberpunk. Would it be nice for it to be cheaper? Sure, because it has been out for nearly 40 months at this point. I know that's a weird way to say 3+ years, but nonetheless, it has been out for 3+ years. At the same time, CDPR has done a fantastic job of keeping this game updated, and, you know, maybe you could say those updates should have shipped with the game. Let's not get into that debate right now, but I would say what you're getting out of Cyberpunk is a pretty damn good game. But I was also pretty vocal when the game initially came out that I didn't think it was the worst game of all time. I had a friend literally say stuff like that, and I got quite a few messages, I remember, on launch day of Cyberpunk 2077, because they knew that I was a big CDPR nut hugger. But you actually look into it, I mean, I was one of the people saying that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be a bit of a disappointment after the third delay, but, you know, it is what it is. After I show all my love for The Witcher 3, everybody thought Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be a game that, if it didn't turn out well, it was going to crush me, and it didn't crush me. Was I a little disappointed by it? Sure, but I also didn't think it was a game that was that bad. Now, it was horrible on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, don't get me wrong on that, but on PC, it wasn't as bad as I feel people made it out to be. If you had expectations of grandeur that it was going to be the second coming of video games, then yeah, obviously it was a bit disappointing. But I think what you're getting into now is a refined and well thought out RPG. Phantom Liberty is also on sale. It's 15% off, obviously still holding up in price. It just came out, and the Ultimate Edition is discounted as well. That's on sale for $53 and change, which is just a couple dollars saving of buying them separately. Yeah, I mean, if you want all the content, that's not a bad pickup either. At some point, that Ultimate Edition is gonna get down to like $30 or $20, and at that point, like, this is gonna be such an easy recommendation in like every video, and you guys are gonna be sick to your stomach hearing me recommend it over and over again. But when that day comes, it's gonna be one of the better deals that's offered on the PlayStation Store. Hogwarts Legacy is on sale. I'm a big fan of Hogwarts Legacy. I imagine at this point it's been a year plus since the game has come out. Most of you guys have played it. If you have yet to, maybe you're not a Harry Potter fan, whatever the deal is, go check it out, especially if you're not a Harry Potter fan, because I have no care in the world for Harry Potter. I think the wizarding world, so to speak, isn't really all that cool. Yeah, I'm saying that about you Harry Potter fans. A lot of my friends are big Harry Potter fans, so I'm just busting your balls. But nonetheless, I'm not crazy about Harry Potter, but this game I thought was great from a gameplay standpoint, really enjoyable. The open world was fun to explore. Narratively, it didn't really do it for me, but, you know, quite nice for Warner Brothers to publish a game and not have it riddled with an obscene amount of microtransactions. So obviously that's quite nice. I think things are going to be very different in Hogwarts Legacy too, but what can you do? We'll definitely check that game out at a nice discount. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, 40% off on this. for $42. Still way too expensive on this game. Ubisoft was nice enough to hook me up with a copy of the game, which I appreciate. I'm not a big Avatar fan, so I really have to just judge this as an open world game, and as an open world game, it's fine. It's the Ubisoft style of open world game. There's a sizable amount of content. The visuals are quite good. The soundtrack is really, really good, but I still think for games like this, man, there's so many games like this that unless you're the biggest Avatar fan, I really think, you know, sub 20 bucks is the price point you should be waiting to get Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. But if you're a big Avatar fan, like, you'll probably end up enjoying it a lot more than me, but nonetheless, I thought it was an okay open world game. Mortal Kombat 1 on sale. It Takes Two, 75% off for $9.99. Not a bad deal there. Red Dead Redemption 2, 67% off for $19.79. At this very moment, I'm considering going on my rant about how much I want Red Dead Redemption 2 on PlayStation 5 and an upgrade, but I think I'll avoid that. What I will say is Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Honestly, I don't really know what my favorite game of all time is, but if I sat down and really thought about it, Red Dead Redemption 2 would certainly be in the contention for that. I know some people weren't as crazy about RDR2 as RDR1, but I loved RDR2. I get it that at times it's slower paced, but I think it works for the narrative, and just an incredible open world, and Arthur Morgan, obviously, goated as a main character. For sub 20 bucks, still think that's a great pickup. Red Dead Redemption 1 is on sale, 20% off for $39.99. As great as it is that they did add the 60 FPS component to the game that really should have been at launch, $40 for this is still pretty freaking expensive. Yes, it does include Undead Nightmare, but it's not much of a remastering. And for 40 bucks, that is quite pricey. I think at 30, it would be a really good pickup. And even at 30, that still feels like you're paying a Rockstar tax. But RDR1 is still also one of my favorite games of all time. Not necessarily at the RDR2 level for me, but it's a fantastic game, and I would strongly recommend it. For 40 bucks, it's pricey, but if you have that nostalgic affinity towards the game, you'll probably pay whatever price they're asking for. Lords of the Fallen is down to $38.49. That game has a pretty interesting mechanic in terms of the realms and whatnot for a Souls-like. There's so many Souls-likes on the market, so if you're a fan, you'll probably enjoy it, but obviously, if you're trying to get into the genre, there are better options for sure. Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition is $15, PS5 version is $20. GTA 5 is a good game. I mean, I know a lot of people will scoff at GTA Online, and probably rightfully so, but GTA 5 itself is a really, really solid experience. They've released it in a certain amount of times, and they'll keep milking that game for what it's worth, but honestly, if I was Rockstar, I'd be doing the same thing. If I can re-release a game and continue to generate revenue off of it, like, what business wouldn't be doing that, given how expensive games are to develop for these days, and to, you know, create a residual revenue stream? Like, that's what they've done with GTA 5, and I understand it from a business standpoint, but, you know, for me, it would be nice if we got more Rockstar single-player games instead of one every 7 or 8 years, but what can you do? I don't make those decisions. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is 88% off, down to $4.79. What a fantastic deal for Jedi Fallen Order. A great, great action Souls-like title. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but man, I love these Star Wars Jedi games. I think Cal is an awesome main character, and I hear there's some discussion. I believe the actor said that he would be open to working in a Star Wars live-action series. I get it, like, yeah, yo, the actor's saying he would be open to making millions upon millions of dollars and be a part of one of the biggest IPs in the universe, but nonetheless, I think it would be interesting if they somehow parlayed Cal into some of the live-action series, and if they did that, bro, I would so be watching. Like, if Cal got added to, like, Mandalorian or something like that, I haven't even watched Mandalorian, my boy talks it up, but, like, if they added Cal to it, or somehow, I don't know how the Star Wars universe is connected like that, but if they added Cal to it, I would 100% watch that show. So you would win one person over, but nonetheless, $4 and change for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Definitely a good deal on that. I don't think the game is as good as Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but I still think it's a pretty damn good game. Atrocious map design aside. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is on sale as well if you want to check that out. GTA The Trilogy 50% off for $29.99. Pretty good deal. I mean, it's not a pretty good deal. It's a fine deal. It's the classic GTA games, and, you know, a lot of people have nostalgic affinity towards those games as well, and if you do, you'll probably, you know, easily drop the 30 bucks, but Rockstar, as far as these collections and these re-releases of older titles, not really a great track record, is there now, but, what can you do? Dead Space Remake, $28 on that. Dead Space Remake is awesome. It wasn't in my mix for, like, the best game of 2023, but in that second tier, it comfortably was in, like, around the Hogwarts Legacy tier, to be perfectly honest. Like, Dead Space Remake remake was great, and I thought it was a really solid game. It's unfortunate that the Resident Evil 4 remake came out like a month and a half later and totally outshined it, because like RE4 is one of the greatest games of all time. Dead Space, I wouldn't say is quite that, and I just compare them because they're remakes of big survival horror games. Obviously, Dead Space is quite a bit different to RE4, but nonetheless, that comparison was inherently going to be made. You can play both, and both games are great. Dead Space is great, so definitely check that out. Battlefield 2042, 85% off for Plus subscribers, $10.49. I do know they're doing a lot of updates. They've been updating it quite a bit, and it seems like there's an audience that really enjoys the game. I'm not going to jump back into Battlefield 2042, but if you want to do it, more power to you. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is on sale. Battlefront 1 is on sale. Unfortunate news about Respawn in the Mandalorian game, but what can you do? Marvel's Midnight Suns is 75% off for $14.99. Pretty good tactics game from Firaxis. I mean, it's a Firaxis tactics game. Has a card game gimmick attached to it as well. $15. There is a sizable amount of DLC to the game, so again, what can you do? That's what I'm always gonna say when things like that happen. We got no power over any of this. Borderlands 3, 85% off. Not a bad deal on Borderlands 3, even if it was my least favorite of the 3 titles, or 4 titles including pre-sequel. It's still a pretty good game, all things considered. Pandora's Box Collection, which includes literally everything, is $49.49, which sounds expensive, but given the amount of content you get in it, really not that bad. The Quarry, 75% off. Mafia Trilogy, 67% off. That's Mafia 1, 2, and 3. Mafia 1 and 2 Definitive Edition. Mafia 3 as well. Good collection. Mafia 1 and 2 generally go for $10 a pop, so essentially you get a Mafia 3 for free, or however you want to view it. If you want to view it, you're paying $10 for Mafia 2 and 3 each, and you're getting Mafia 1 for free. More power to you, but Mafia 1 and 2 are the games that really stand out to me, and they're quite good. Mafia 3 shifts into more of an open world, and it honestly takes away from the game. It dilutes the experience, and it is a very repetitive game. Narratively, it's still strong. I think the atmosphere is great, but game certainly has some shortcomings, which is a bummer. Hopefully they get it right with Mafia 4. Plague Tale Innocence is 70% off. A good deal there. $11.99 on that. Plague Tale Innocence is awesome. You guys know how I feel about that game. Talk about it ad nauseum. It is a great game. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is $12. Great deal there. I mean, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, to be fair, during one of these sales recently, did get down to $5.99, and that deal was just disgusting. Disgustingly good, that is. But still, for $12 for the Mass Effect Trilogy, that is a tremendous deal. BioShock The Collection, 80% off for $9.99. Good deal there. BioShock 1, 2, and 3, great games. Honestly, those games are at the level of the Mass Effect games in terms of quality. Totally different games, but you get the idea. Great atmospheric first-person shooters. You got Sea of Stars on sale. Atomic Heart Gold Edition, $60 for that. If whoever buys Atomic Heart in the year 2024 for $60, I feel sorry for you, because like I did not like Atomic Heart whatsoever, but I know some people thought it was an okay game. Certainly not worthwhile to spend that kind of money for a year after its release. Sea of Stars, as I mentioned, on sale. LA Noire is $20. Mafia 1 Standalone is $10, and Lego Harry Potter Collection on sale as well. What else we got? Star Wars Squadrons, 95% off. That is insane. Star Wars Squadrons is down to $1.99. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous in terms of price point. I mean, that's pretty good. But, yeah, check that out if you want. Dirt 5 on sale. Dead Cells on sale. That's great. After Us, 50% off. New Tales from the Borderlands, $20 on that. Hell no on that one. Saints Row 2022 Gold Edition, baby. 70% off for $12. Still a little bit too expensive. Ollie Ollie World is $10. That's a pretty good price on that. So do consider checking that out. One other note I do want to make, again, the sale of the week, or the deal of the week, is on the Assassin's Creed franchise. Some of the AC games. It's not the entire franchise, but Assassin's Creed Mirage, most notable one, 40% off for $29.99. This is one of those Ubisoft games that has been holding up in price, and it's easy to tell why. This is a game that's not monetized to an egregious extent by Ubisoft. They're not going to roll out a lot of DLC or content like that, because guess what? Assassin's Creed Mirage started off as a piece of DLC, and then it got spun into its own game, hence the $50 budget price point. You know, and it has been holding up in price. It's been about 5 months since the game came out, down to $30. Not a bad price. It's a little bit on the shorter side, of course, but still a worthwhile game. And you guys know how I feel about AC these days. Sometimes a little bit shorter of an Assassin's Creed game is something that the doctor ordered for. I know we're not going to get that with AC Red, but for now, AC Mirage I thought was a quality title. They do have the Master Assassin Edition, which is 40% off for $54. That is quite a lot. That includes Assassin's Creed Mirage, the Deluxe Pack. and a bunch of other nonsense, like stuff that's very superfluous and you don't need to get, unless you like wasting money, but $54 for that. Valhalla Deluxe is $20. You do have Dawn of Ragnarok on sale as well, AC Odyssey on sale, Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition for $20 is a really good buy, given that it includes AC3, and then Origins Gold Edition is $20 as well. I'm in the midst of another playthrough of AC Origins. It's just been one of those playthroughs that has been very start-stop for me, given that there's 8 million games coming out. A little game called Final Fantasy VII just came out, so if you think I'm going to be playing another open world game side by side with that, you are out of your damn mind. But during my replay of AC Origins, I am enjoying it a little bit more. I'm kind of forcing myself to enjoy it because, like, I really want to like Assassin's Creed Red, so I'm trying to get, like, inundated with the open worlds, this style of Assassin's Creed game, I should say, and just, like, force myself to like it because AC Red, from a setting standpoint, I really want to play. So, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, as you guys might know, but again, I'm a broken record as far as that's concerned. That's going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals available as a part of the weekend offer sale, as well as the deal of the week. If you're looking to pick up some Assassin's Creed stuff, that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.